The College Level Examination Program, CLEP, helps you earn college credit for knowledge that you have already acquired. The CLEP program is very proud of its long-standing relationship with the Department of Defense through the DANTES program to provide CLEP exams to eligible military service members, spouses, and civil service employees. In this presentation, we will guide you through the CLEP exam registration process, focusing primarily on the My Account portal, where you can obtain exams and study materials 24/7. Use Dantes funding to pay for your exams. Identify a test center to take your exam. Select a score recipient institution. And enter your personal information in advance to speed up the check-in process on test day. Allow 30 minutes to complete CLEP exam registration in one sitting. Or feel free to take breaks. The information you enter in My Account is automatically saved as you move from screen to screen. Let's get started. Before you decide which CLEP exam to take, find out if the institution you are attending or plan to attend awards credit for CLEP. CLEP exams are accepted by over 2,900 institutions worldwide. Each college or university sets its own policy regarding which CLEP exams it will grant credit for and how many credits it will award. For a most up-to-date policy, contact your admissions officer or academic advisor. Once you decide which exam you want to take, the next step is to purchase any study materials and make arrangements to take the exam. Access the official College Board CLEP webpage. Use Chrome or Firefox browsers for better performance. Select CLEP for test takers. From the top navigation bar, click on CLEP Exams. Notice that there are 5 different categories of CLEP exams: History and Social Sciences, Composition and Literature, Science and Mathematics, Business, and World Languages. Click on the tab that has the exam you would like to take. A listing of exams offered will appear under each category. Select the exam of your choice. Make sure to select the correct exam. To add the exam to My Account, simply check the box to the left of the exam title. If you want to purchase study materials associated with the exam, check the box next to either the examination guide or the CLEP study guide. Click Add to Cart. To complete your transaction, you need to sign into your College Board account. You can add items to the cart and then sign in, as indicated in this demonstration. Or you can sign in first and then add items to the cart. Either order of the process will work. If you have taken the SAT, an AP exam, or a CLEP exam, you should already have an account. Enter your username and password, and then click Login. If you have forgotten your username or password, use the links on the page to have them sent to you. If you have never created an account with the College Board, then click on the Create an Account button. You will be asked to enter general information about yourself, create a username and password, and set up a security question and answer. You must enter your full legal name. The information you enter here will print on your registration ticket and must exactly match the information on the ID you present on test day. If your name does not match, you will not be allowed to test. Make sure the email address you use is the one you will have access to as long as you need your College Board account. Accept the College Board terms and conditions. Click Next. Now that you have created the College Board account and are ready to access your shopping cart, you will be asked to sign into the My Account portal again. You will be taken to the My Account shopping cart. Check the items in your shopping cart and ensure that the exam titles are correct. Note, if you are a military service member and an eligible spouse, or an eligible civil service civilian employee, you may qualify to have your exam fee waived through Dantes funding. Check the eligibility rules to see if you qualify. If you have a promotion code or a voucher code, make sure to enter it. Payment will be adjusted accordingly at checkout, so the full price is still listed at this point. There are restrictions around exam and study material refunds. Please read the refund policy closely. Then click Register and check out. Before you can complete your transaction, you need to complete your checkout and registration process. Ensure that your personal information and contact information are correct and current. If you are eligible for exam fee waiver through Dantes funding, select Yes and answer the additional questions. Please note, once you designate yourself as Dantes eligible, you remain in this status. In order to remove this status, you must contact CLEP Services at 800-257-9558. Select your preferred test center. If you decide to change your preferred test center at a later time, you can do so. You can also decide to skip this section. To search test centers that are at a convenient distance, click on Edit this information. You can search by zip code or by city and state. Once you locate the test center you prefer, click on Select as My Test Center. Some test centers are fully funded test centers, which means the eligible military service members will have no out-of-pocket testing expenses. This includes not only the cost of the exam, but the fee test centers charge to administer the exam. The final step in the personal information section is to complete a brief general survey about why you are taking CLEP and how you plan to prepare. Collecting this information as part of the registration and checkout process saves time on test day. If you ordered a CLEP study guide, you will be asked to provide delivery information in the shipping section. Otherwise, you will be taken directly to Test Confirmation and Score Send. Under the section Test Confirmation and Score Send, you confirm that you understand the CLEP exam retake policy as outlined on the page. The second part of this section outlines information on how to designate an institution to receive your official CLEP exam scores. You have the flexibility to change the institution name prior to starting the exam, or you can decide not to identify any score recipient institutions. If you decide to select a score recipient after you test, a fee will apply for each official CLEP transcript that you request. To select a score recipient institution before testing, search by typing in the institution name or the city and state. If you have any difficulty locating the institutions, use the drop-down box and select Identify Recipient to Send Scores, where you can manually enter an address. Once you identify the institution, click Send My Exam Scores here. By checking the box next to the institution name, you authorize College Board to send your official CLEP scores to that institution. As a final step to the registration and checkout process, you will be asked to review your order. If you originally entered a voucher number or promo code, or if you're an eligible Dantes-funded military member, spouse, or dependent of a military member, the adjustment to the price should now be visible. Dantes only pays for each CLEP exam one time per test taker. If you are retesting on the same exam title, you would choose the self-funded option, as you must pay for repeat tests yourself. Before placing your order, review the CLEP exam refund policy. If you require accommodations for your test, review the accommodation information posted here. Confirm once more that you have selected the correct exam title and study materials, agree to the College Board terms and conditions, and place your order. You will be redirected to provide payment information if applicable. Once you submit your payment, you will get a confirmation for your order, which will include your registration ticket, link to electronic examination guides you may have purchased, exam title, and information on your preferred test center. You will be prompted to print the CLEP exam registration ticket. This ticket validates your purchase and is valid to use for a period of 6 months. The registration ticket must be presented to the test center administrator at the test center on exam day. It contains important information like your personal information, the title and description of the exam you plan to take, the name and location of your preferred test center, and more. If you decide to take the CLEP exam at a different test center location, you can simply contact the test center of your choice to schedule the exam day. Now that you have obtained your payment receipt and registration ticket, the final and very important step in the CLEP exam registration process is to schedule your exam day with a test center. CLEP exams are administered throughout the year at over 1,800 test centers in the United States and abroad. It is very important to contact your preferred test center well in advance to schedule the date and time of your exam and to be informed of any CLEP testing policies. While some test centers allow walk-in testing, many test centers require that you schedule your test day in advance. While preparing for test day, you can manage several things on the My Account registration portal. By clicking on the Manage My Profile link, you can review all exam registrations, review all previous orders you have placed, including links to the electronic CLEP examination guides, change an exam title for an active exam registration, change preferred test center, select a different score recipient prior to taking the exam, and update your profile information. If you have additional questions about CLEP and My Account, contact our Customer Support Center between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for your interest, and good luck on your CLEP exam.